Individuals form the bedrock of every organization. It does not matter if you work in banking, education, or in an office. People are always important for the success of your company. Studies have shown that it is not enough to simply have employees. The quality of your workforce matters. Having the right person in the right function is one of the key factors of success. But how can you evaluate people and find out if you should hire them or not? This is a question that scholars and corporations alike have been grappling with for centuries, and it has resulted on a lot of theory on how to do it. This includes different evaluation methods, tips and tricks on what to look for in a candidate, and how to test different abilities, basically how to pick the next applicant and how to avoid people that might be harmful to your organization. But scientific progress has not only benefited companies. Today, in the era of information, candidates can use Google, Glassdoor, or even Wikipedia to find information about almost any corporation. Moreover, social networking is also becoming increasingly easy. Services like Facebook or LinkedIn enable candidates to find and contact employees or friends who work in companies to which they intend to apply in order to find out more information about this company. This has all significantly improved the quality of candidates' preparation, as information on how to apply and succeed is becoming increasingly available. It may even allow unsuitable applicants to appear fitting. What are the consequences of such an evolution? What happens when people prepare, and how is preparation influencing the corporation's recruitment policies? Although certain research exists on how to recruit and on different areas pertaining to recruitment, little information is available on how preparation influences companies. As business students who actively apply to different companies, we quickly became fascinated by this interesting and titillating topic. Consequently, we are happy to present you with our research question. Are preparation practices an existing phenomenon? If so, what are students' preparation practices, and how can they influence corporate recruitment practices? In order to find out if preparation is actually happening, we use online surveys. Respondents were asked the following questions. Have you ever known the application process before applying to a company? Have you ever studied the recruitment tests of a company to get a competitive edge? Have you ever encountered any tests that are similar or identical when applying to various positions? The results of the survey showed that business students prepared the most. This finding encouraged us to focus the rest of our study on business students. In the second stage of our study, we proceeded to interview them because we wanted to learn more about their preparation process. We looked at how students prepared, why they prepare, and what motivates them to apply to specific corporations. We also investigated what they knew about corporate recruiting practices, and if they thought recruiting practices were similar in different companies. Finally, we explored how preparation influences the students on a professional and personal level, and what their attitude is towards helping others or receiving help from others for recruitment purposes. In the first step of our study, we used the data acquired to interview corporate representatives. Here we looked at the following topics. Do recruiters perceive their recruiting practices as similar to those of other companies? And if so, why are they similar or different? We asked them about the risks and perils of the current recruiting process and what they would like to improve. How did they perceive preparation? And how willing were they to help others apply for jobs? Once all this data was collected, it was analyzed and contrasted within the ambit of existing theory. Our findings suggest that similar corporate recruitment practices are caused by best practices. Moreover, we discovered a gap in how corporations and students see tests and preparation. Corporate respondents tended to believe that their tests were similar, but that it does not influence test validity. Meanwhile, students perceived a clear correlation between the number of tests taken and getting a better test score. Some students even reporting having received the exact same test on several occasions. From this, we theorize that preparations change the purpose of tests. We believe that tests no longer examine short-term capabilities, but instead the individual's ability to prepare and plan. Despite this, corporations continue to encourage preparation. According to our findings, preparation acts as an indicator of motivation, commitment, and professionalism. Thus, being prepared is a benefit in its own right. This further increases the importance of planning. The similarity of a company's recruitment practice might also influence how students prepare over time. As students become aware that performance indicators are similar in most corporations, they become more motivated to prepare, and in some cases preparation roots itself into the student's daily life. However, once a satisfactory level of general preparation is achieved, the amount of preparation comes to a halt, and students instead prepare for specific applications. Another result of similar recruitment practices and evaluation criteria is that companies often want the same types of candidates. This generates increased competition between corporations. This competition forces the companies to prioritize during the selection process. If a company is able to be the first to offer a position, it might win the war for talent. Yet in order to make a good selection, both resources and time are required. The students reported reputation to be the primary factor when deciding where to apply. Yet, as students prepare and research the qualities of a company, it increases their chance of finding negative information about this company, information that might harm the company's reputation. This leads to an increased importance of marketing, PR, in order to recruit personnel and prevent bad publicity. Moreover, review websites such as Glassdoor make the treatment of employees and candidates extra important as companies wish to avoid bad reviews. This effect is amplified further by the relationship between strong and weak social ties. Candidates can get simple information, such as reviews, using weak social ties, but for in-depth, detailed information, strong ties are absolutely necessary. Therefore, if the company wants to provide applicants with detailed information, strong ties are required. In conclusion, preparation among candidates exists, and it is arguably quite sophisticated. For corporations, this could have the following effects. Tests become more and more about preparation instead of about measuring inherent skills. Tests could become less effective at determining the intrinsic qualities of any given candidate. Companies also want similar types of candidates, which in turn causes a more competitive recruitment environment. This increases the need for marketing and good public relations as reputation becomes increasingly important. Strong ties become increasingly relevant as they are required to give complex positive answers about the status of corporations. Finally, there exists a conflict between the existing recruitment practices and studies on job performance. The purpose of this study was to explore a previously unknown topic. This was done in a qualitative way in order to generate new theory. However, the data produced and analyzed will not provide any generalizable results. Therefore, additional research is necessary in the future to test the findings of this study. A comprehensive study over the costs and benefits of the current recruiting practices with statistically significant data would be interesting to see in order to pry deeper into the conflict between qualitative and quantitative recruiting.